This was my ultimate zero IQ moment. This is where my build went wrong. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mode 65. If you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard of this keyboard because everyone and their mother were talking about it. At some point, I got so many DMs about this keyboard.
Have you ever heard of the Mode 65?
So as usual, Mode does not disappoint in the packaging department. The keyboard comes in some nice aesthetic boxes, which I will be treating with the care that it deserves. So because you can pick the parts of the keyboard yourself, the keyboard comes in 3 separate boxes. It's a little bit extra, but if it means that my keyboard comes safely, then I don't really mind. The components box came with Duroc V2 stabilizers, screws with screwdriver heads, more screws and rubber silicone sleeves for the plate, the keyboard back piece of your choosing, 3 plates, palm aluminium and FR4, the PCB, the silicone dampener for the stack mount, and a custom mode screwdriver, which I actually really like. Alright. Time to build this big boy. Mode 65 has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 3 configurations. I know, crazy. Isolated top mount, regular top mount, and stack mount. All of them have a very different typing feel and sound profile. So I started off the build with everyone's favorite part, the stabilizers, which I'm gonna skip over because no one likes to watch that. But as many of you know, I just came back from the bottle of water country and I didn't have any lube on me. So I had to improvise. Am I not meant to eat this? At first I tried to use some stabilizers from a different build, but they sounded really mushy. These ones were garbage. So instead I bought some lube off of Shopee and I lubed the fresh stabilizers provided by Mode and they sounded a lot better. Now I won't lie, throughout the making of this video, I felt like a complete dumbass. I'm not really a fan of tutorials or reading instruction guides, but I had to read the Mode 65 instruction manual. I watched a tutorial on how to build this keyboard. Oh! Let's just say it's been a while since I've actually put a keyboard together and I had to sort of refresh my memory. So the next step is to start attaching the switches onto the plate. I started off with the palm plate and it is really flexible, but because it's so flexible, it was really hard to put the switches directly into the plate and PCB at the same time. So I ended up having to slot the switches into the plate first and then inserting them into the PCB together. If I didn't put the switches into the plate first, the plate would actually start sagging, and this is really bad in a build. Don't ever do this, it's illegal. You will get arrested and shot on site. And this actually took a lot of time. I'm using the Gateron 8008 inks and they've been filmed, which makes the housings a lot tighter and harder to insert into the plates. If you're using a hot swap PCB like me, it is very important that you do this really carefully and ensure that the pins are straight. Once the hard part is over, we can now move on to the easy part, which is mounting the keyboard. The first configuration I'm going to try and build is the isolated top mount. So we start off by placing the rubber feet onto the plate and screwing the plate and PCB onto the top case. After that, we carefully connect the JST connector on the back plate onto the PCB and slot it together. Did I say that this was the easy part? I lied. This is the hard part. This was tough as hell. It actually felt like defusing a bomb. All right, guys, which wire do I cut? We only have 1 minute left. Cut the blue wire. The blue wire. Are you sure? Yes, we are 69% sure. Guys, shut up. Concentrate. Okay, sorry. Cut the blue wire. Cut the blue wire. Okay, here goes. Guys, I can't cut it. What do you mean you can't cut it? Keep trying. You only have 30 seconds left. I'm trying. Oh no. What? It says cable mod. There's no way we can cut this. Why not? Cable mod makes high quality custom cables that are extremely durable. They also come in many different configurations and are fully customizable. It also looks fully customized, which they could have done on Cable Mod's website with so many options to choose from. But once it's connected, you can safely put the back and top case together. And this is where my build went wrong. This was my ultimate zero IQ moment because I let the brass touch the PCB, and as many of you may know, metals and PCBs don't really go well together and it can actually shock the PCB. And that is exactly what happened. And at this point, I thought that was it. I thought my YouTube career was over. I could feel the sweaty keyboard tryhards typing already.
You're a keyboard content creator and you shock the PCB and you don't even know how to build a keyboard creator. My Clarsus does it way better. Squashy boy would know how to build this keyboard. Lol, stupid.
But then I remembered, I'm a content creator, so I did what any content creator would do. Hey man, got some bad news for you. Someone broke into my house and stole the PCB, so I'm probably gonna need a new. And finally, we can put the keycaps on and do a cheeky sound test. And that sounds pretty good, but I still wasn't satisfied. I know that we can do better. So I took the keyboard apart and tried a different configuration. This time I tried out the aluminum plate with the same top mount configuration. Stop typing, stop right there. I know you want me to try out tactiles on this board because you, the viewers, you all have the same brain, and I know you're thinking, Hamaji, try the board out with tactiles. I thought ahead. So I just got some new. So now it was time to try out the stack mount. For the stack mount, you need to place the silicone mat onto the bottom case, and depending on your preference, you can unscrew the plate from the top case, but I will advise that it can cause a bit of instability. But for everything else, the build is pretty much the same. The keyboard was really fun to build, and the customization is honestly ridiculous. The overall design is also... Hey Siri, synonyms for beautiful.
A synonym of beautiful is good.
The overall design is good. I definitely recommend this board to beginners/intermediates, but only if you're serious about getting into the hobby, because this keyboard will last you a very long time. I mean, it's built amazingly. My personal recommendation for the best configuration in terms of my own preference would be the stack mount with the palm plate with the foam. The top mount configuration has a louder sound signature and has a bit more flex, but the stack mount just has this immaculate sound to it, which I really like. One thing I just kind of dislike about the board is the caps lock. If you use a GMK keycap set like me, it'll have a bit of interference, which is slightly annoying, but it's whatever. It's just like one key. Everything else sounds really great. I don't really care. Hello, future Hamaji here. Just want to let you guys know really quickly that the Mode 65 is no longer available for sale, but Mode is also working on a new 65% keyboard. So subscribe if you'd like to see their review coming up whenever that keyboard comes out and whenever they decide to ship it out to me.